Hello and welcome to video number 4 in a instructional and information series of videos that I'm putting together for live music stages. My name is James Hill. Before I get started here, I'd like to say if you're viewing this video on YouTube or any other video sharing site, please be sure to scroll down into the description of the video to get the link to bring you to the proper website. And on that note, I'm saying this because I have 5 other people with their own domain names that are partners of mine scattered about the planet. Jimmy, jimslivemusicstages.com, George, FBmusiclive.com, Kai, musicstagesunlimited.com, Dawn, livegigsonfb.com, and Amy, FBLivemusic.com. They are all authorized, and if you found your way to this video but it's their link in the description, be sure to follow through. They're totally authorized, like I said, and they are partners of mine and part of this company. Now that we got that squared away, the reason you're looking at this picture right here, I thought it was very fitting because this video pertains to more detail, more in-depth information on the platform that is making this all entirely possible of putting on shows and getting paid for it inside Facebook. And on that note, I'm going to introduce you to the platform, which is called FBWebinars. This is their front page, and of course you have to log in. And once you log in, and this is assuming of course that you have already purchased the platform, which is $97 a month, and to some that might sound a little pricey, but with the money that you're going to make using this system, chump change. Okay, you log in obviously here, and it's going to take you inside your dashboard, and in your dashboard you have these tabs: dashboards, create webinar, my webinars, instructions, done for you webinars, which we could talk about later, in MLM, which we're not going to be concerned with right now. And I have already gone to my webinars and opened one of them up, and it was a test webinar. But before we get there, I'm taking you to the instructions tab. Inside FBWebinars, they have video instructions, step by step, exactly how to set everything up to make your shows go live inside Facebook, where you can get paid for your shows, either live stream or pre-recorded videos of your live performances. They have obviously the Welcome to FBWebinars introduction, the bit.ly referral link set up, which we won't be concerned with right now. That's only if you plan on referring other people to FBWebinars yourself. You can make money doing that as well, but FBWebinars requires that you use and follow the instructions to specifically set up your bit.ly link. They are very, and rightfully, very protective over their brand name, and keep people from spamming and all that good stuff. Facebook application setup. There's 2 parts to this. It's not complicated as a lot of it may seem with all the reading and everything. It's very easy to set everything up. You just follow the step-by-step instructions in the videos, and there's the create application and create application part 2. Edit and add logo to your Facebook application, and I can tell you that there's 2 logos. One is 75 by 75 pixels, and the other one is 16 by 16 pixels, a little tiny thing, but these are required by Facebook to have your application set up. General tab settings, tracking tab settings, if you have a tracking code, if you're tracking the traffic that's going to your webinars. Video tab settings, and all that kind of stuff, which we'll get into a little more depth here. We're going to move on to, this is what it looks like once you hit Create Facebook App. Right here. It takes you to a video. I got this already open in another tab. And my suggestion is, like I say, it's very step-by-step, very easy, and very accurate. My suggestion is, as soon as you hear Todd give an instruction, click on the video and stop it. Go do what he said, and have the video open in a separate tab. Also, there is another option down here. You can download the video if you don't want to do it in tabs in your browser. So that's another option. But still, even then, as soon as he says do this, stop the video. Pause it. Go do what he said, come back, and then resume the video and do that, and then go back and forth step by step by step until you've got everything set up. All of the instructions, how to set up everything from your applications and all your tabs and everything, all the video instructions are here in the instructions list. So there's no point in me walking you through all of that when this is already done for you. That being said, we're going to move on to the inside of one of the test applications that we originally did. And thanks to the Dean Dollar Band, again in Atlanta, Georgia, for allowing us to use some of his music to do the test with and test the payment system and the whole 9 yards, and it works like a charm. And starting out here on the General tab, and this is inside FBWebinars, on the General tab, you have the option to list the webinar in the directory of FBWebinars. Now, you can choose not to list it in the directory, which is where it's set now, or you can choose yes, list it in the directory. My vote is, why not list it in the directory? It's going to be just that many more people, if nothing but curiosity, coming to check it out and possibly may come pay to see your show. Okay? The owner name, obviously here I put livemusicstages.com. This was a test webinar. Title of the webinar, I put Dean Dollar Band Live. I'm telling you this, I mean, obviously you're going to use your own band name. Description, I put Dean Dollar Band Live in Atlanta, Georgia. The next option down is display presentation on your website and not inside Facebook. If you prefer to do that and you don't want all of the advantages of the viral effect and the building and growing your followings on Facebook and the massive amounts of traffic you're going to get, and you think you're going to get enough traffic to your band's presentation on another website, that is also another option with this platform. You can set up a mock attendance. You know, I mean, this thing was originally set up for marketing purposes, for business advertising, but like I say, this thing turned out to be absolutely perfect for live music stages, and it's also turning out to be, I've already had a sports promoter approach me today, so heaven knows where all this is going to go, but I'm excited about it either way. Two options for a webinar intro. You can have a live person, a spokesmodel, to encourage more allows. If you want to set your webinar up so that they get introduced to it by a spokesmodel, telling them to click the allow button, which allows the system to collect their email address, their Facebook email address. And if you're creating a list from it, that's an option you can either do or not do. Here I'm going to demo the live person here to show what it looks like, sounds like, and here you go.
Hello and welcome to this special
So there's that option. You can also create a custom video intro. In other words, use your own video clip introduction. You know, play a piece of a song, you know, or play a piece of a live performance of the song that they're going to get, or the show that they're going to get. You know, make it 30 seconds long and have your PayPal or Get Access Now button, where they click and it takes them to PayPal to make their payment, appear 28 seconds into the intro. And you can upload a video to FBWebinars, or you can use a secure HTTPS embed code from wherever you want to have your video hosted at. A note about uploading videos to FBWebinars: it's limited to 100 megabytes in file size, and it has to be MP4 format only and H.264. Most likely, most of you, for the band situation, you're not going to want to use that. You're going to have, you know, your own little, make your own little video intro, have it embedded somewhere, and let that be your introduction with your PayPal button at the bottom, or Get Access Now. I like that one. You have another option down here. Oh yeah, before I get there, after you put your embed code in here, you can how long your intro is in seconds. You put right here. So like I said, you can say 30 seconds long. The live stream discussion. You can have the ability to allow the attendees to your show to be able to make comments and be talking about it while the show or the intro is going on. So people can see what everybody else has said, etc. Or you can choose not to have the live stream discussion. You can choose also to always post to friends' news feed, which you're probably going to want to do to let people know where the show is inside Facebook, etc. There's also a fan page like option, which you can either use it or not. Just follow the instructions here and don't put any of this SK. Only put the base URL, this right here, for your link. Sorry, I hit the microphone there. And anyway, that is the general tab, or at least an overview of it. Tracking, like I said, if you use Google Analytics or some other system to do tracking, if you want to track your audience, where they're coming from, etc., this is where you would put your tracking code. Under the video tab here, this is where you want to put your intro video. And again, you can upload the MP4, limited to 100 megabyte file size, H.264 codec, 100 megabytes, but the video must not be more than 720 pixels in width. There's all the information for all that's right here. If you need a video converter, there's a link right here for an app that's free called Handbrake. You can use that, and there's also a video here just for that that tells you how to use it. And like I said, that's if you want to only use a 100 megabyte video file to upload. Now there's other options here. You can use a secure HTTPS YouTube URL if you want to upload your video to YouTube and use that as the hosting service for your video. That is an option. And there's also the option to just add a secure video URL from another video hosting service, which we will cover. And I will be going in depth of that in the next video about iPlayer HD. But back to YouTube here. what you want to do is not set it as public and don't set it as private. If you set it as private, it won't show up in here. Set it as unlisted and it will show up, but it won't be listed public on YouTube. And when you have people paying for it, you really don't want it so people can get into it. You want it so people have to pay to see it. Okay. You have a choice of show the video control bar, yes or no. You have a webinar scheduler, which in the case that you were going to do a live stream video, in other words, you're just going to full on and you have the bandwidth horsepower to put your show on live stream, you can do that and schedule it and make your announcements, do your advertisements ahead of time so that people know when to show up. And you can set it right here on the webinar scheduler and a specific time, and remember to save your settings down here at the bottom. Under the Sales tab, this is where we're very blessed to have the owners, programmers of FBWebinars to work with us to set this up just for the bands and entertainment acts. And what it does is allow you to set up paid content via PayPal. This option allows you to deliver premium content after a payment is received in your PayPal account. Upon successful payment at PayPal, the customer is returned to your presentation where they can access your premium content. If the payment fails, they are returned to your presentation but will not have access to your premium content. I guess you heard, I don't need to repeat that. That means they have to pay to get in to see your show. Successfully pay. So obviously you want to turn that option on to yes. Your PayPal email will go here. I just used $5 as an example. US dollars. The item description. This is what will show up in PayPal. And that's all I put. I just put Dean Dollar Band Live. And I'm sure if you, once you have, with this platform, by the way, you get 25 webinars. So if you're doing most or even all of them are pre-recorded videos of live performances, and each one of them has a PayPal button on it that people have to use to pay to actually get to see the show, you're going to want to change that name around a little bit, you know, add a number to it or something so you can keep up with which one is which. Now you can upload a premium video, which again is limited to 100 megabyte MP4 file, or you can put in your embed code here where your video is hosted either on YouTube or on another site or on iPlayer HD, which is the one I highly recommend, and like I said, I'll get into that in the next video. That's going to be a whole nother video for that. Also, on your premium content, in the footer, you can put an order now link, or you can put buy our album or our t-shirts, or put a link to, you know, if you have a web page with several products of your band that you want to sell, that after they watch your show, that it will lead to your products page. Like I said, t-shirts, albums, individual songs, whatever it is you got to sell over there. You can also do that from the show page, which is inside Facebook. The timed event in seconds down here, like I said, I did the intro for 30 seconds, and then this Get Access Now button appears at the bottom of it. Once they pay, it brings them right back to the same webinar, but with the premium content video showing, or the live stream in the case of live streams. I hope that helps you. A lot of the stuff that's in here, like track sales conversions from attendance to this webinar, is for other business marketing stuff that really doesn't apply to this, so we're not going to go into all that. You can add a logo to the webinar itself, in which case I'll put Dean's favorite guitar here, the red Gibson ES335. And anyway, we're going to move on to the FB app settings tab here. Following the video instructions on FBWebinars, it's going to go into exactly how to set up the FB Facebook app. Each webinar has its own matching app to go with it. And with each app, you have an app ID. Like I said, you are led step-by-step instructions. Just hit pause, go do it, come back to this tab, back and forth. And it will give you also an app secret number here to put in. And then you're going to have the actual namespace. It's formerly called Canvas page, and I just called it Dean Dollar Band Live here in this particular case. The app allow settings, this is the one where if you're trying to collect email addresses or not, this is where that is, what I was talking about a while ago. And probably, I'm guessing a lot of you really won't want to do that. A lot of bands, if you're out there and you don't have a Facebook fan page created, I suggest you create one. If you don't have a Facebook group for your band created, I suggest you create one. And, you know, announce over the microphone and have a clipboard or something where people can come up and put their email address down so you can email them links to your shows and to your fan page and tell them to come like your page, to come join your group so they can keep up with updates of your schedules, of your live performances, whether it's in clubs or hotels or wherever, and of your performances that are going to be made available inside Facebook with this system. The like and share buttons and the viral effect of Facebook make this the jet engines or the rocket engines of this whole live music stage thing to be possible, this FBWebinars. And that viral element, you know, like I said, the like buttons and the share buttons, if somebody's already in there watching your paid show, they've already paid and they're in there watching your show and they click like, all of their friends that they have on Facebook are going to see what they clicked like on. Or if they click share, their friends are going to see what they clicked share on. Okay, say their friends go, oh, okay, let's go look, and they click on it and they go, it's going to lead them right to the intro page where the PayPal button is. They're not going to get in until they pay. Just thought I'd throw that in there one more time. Put that smile on your face. Like I said, you get 25 webinars with this thing, and so, you know, you can have 25 different shows running 24/7. You can be making money while you're sleeping. Let that sink in. I mean, while people are sharing it with other people. And also, when you sign up with us and get FBWebinars through us, we will also be promoting you. We will be advertising your links to your shows. So that's one reason you definitely want to sign up through our link to get this platform. Because if you just go straight to the platform and go get it and handle it on your own, then you're handling it on your own. You know, we won't be, you have to sign up through us to get the support. And you will have all the support you need. For me, you can reach me at livemusicstages@gmail.com if you want to email me. Let me pull up my new phone number here. 336-422-6003, and please leave a message. It's set to voicemail only, just to filter out, unwanted phone calls. Leave your name, your number, a detailed message, the reason you're calling, what number to call you back at, and when I should call you back, and I'll be more than happy to call you back and discuss anything or help you out, or even help walk you through getting this set up if if it gets tough for you or something. We're here to help you. One of the points here, it says how to delete a webinar. Well, you actually don't delete a webinar. To change a webinar to something new, simply edit the app settings on Facebook, and enter the new app data up here in the FB Apps tab. Or you can just completely delete the app off of Facebook, create a new app on Facebook, and still use this webinar, and you'll get a new app ID and a new app secret, and give it a new name because this one's already been taken. And you haven't used up or lost this webinar. Like I say, each webinar show also includes an app on Facebook, because in the app is where the show is showing at. Okay, if that helps. But you are not losing any of the 25 webinars that you're using. If you need to change it, just go delete the app off of Facebook, create a new app, and then re-enter all the information in these tabs up here under General, Video, Sales tab, and FB App. All this other stuff has to do with other marketing things you don't really have to be concerned with, unless you're going to use the Facebook page function. That's also an option, but I'm just sticking close to what's necessary for you to get your shows inside Facebook and get paid for it. And that's the General tab, the Video tab, the Sales tab, and the FB App tab. That is your main concern as far as getting the show up there and getting paid for your shows, live stream or not. And all of these settings that are in here, all of the instructions from these instructional videos, step by step, walks you through it. I know I keep repeating myself on some things, but when you're going through these instructions, just as soon as he says something, hit stop, go do it, come back, hit play. As soon as he says the next instruction, stop it, go do it, come back and forth till it's all done and you're set. You can't miss. It's not that tough. The next video I'm going to make here, and I'm going to go ahead and cut this one off because I'll sit here and talk you to death all night, and if we don't want to do that, is on an optional high definition video streaming service, which you're really going to want to take a look at if high definition HD video or HD streaming with tons of bandwidth is a concern for you. Then you're going to want to know about its availability. My name is James Hill. Contact me if you need me. And this will end video number 4. We'll see you on the next video. Thank you.